Welcome students to online classes of mathematics for class 8. In this video we are going to study chapter number 10, which is visualizing solid shapes of NCERT textbook. This one is the session number 1 for this particular chapter. Here we'll be looking at the exercise 10.1. Myself Deepak Gautam, GD Mathematics in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. So let's start with today's class. The chapter number 10, visualizing solid shapes, is divided into total 4 subtopics which are listed here. Out of this, we are going to study the first 2 subtopics which are introduction and the views of 3D shapes in this particular session. Okay, so let's start with the first one, which is the introduction. So first we have to understand what are solid shape and what are plane shapes. Okay, so first one is plane shape. Plane shapes are the shapes which have only two measurements like length and breadth are called plane shape. Okay, that is all the shapes which have only two measurements, length and breadth, are called plane shape. Okay, for example, we have this triangle, this rectangle, or also this circle. So these all have only two measurement, that is length and the breadth. Therefore these figure are called plane figure. Okay, so basically the two-dimensional figures are commonly called 2D figures. Okay, so these figure have only two measurement, only two dimension, so these are called plane shape. Okay, so all the 2D figures are called plane shapes. Okay, next is we have the solid shapes on which this chapter is based. Solid shapes are the shapes which have three measurements, which are length, breadth and height, or in some case it will be depth. Okay, so we have length, breadth and height, or you can say depth. So in total we have three measurements. So these all the shapes which have three measurement are called solid shapes. Okay, for example, we have this rectangle, we have this sphere, cone, cylinder, pyramid and cube. Okay, so all these type of figure which have all three measurements, length, breadth and height, or in some cases depth, are called solid shape. Okay, so basically three-dimensional figures are called 3D shapes. So all the figure which are three-dimensional are called solid shape. Okay, so you have these certain images, out of which some objects are 2D and some are the 3D. Okay, so you have to identify their types, then you have to match it to their name. Okay, so first is already matched, which is this one is a square matched to, which is a two-dimensional and matched to its name square. Okay, next one is a cone. Cone is a three-dimensional figure, so we'll join it till here and let's connect it to its name, which is here, cone. Okay, next one, this one is a cylinder. Cylinder is a three-dimensional figure and then its name is here. Okay, now next is triangle, which is again a two-dimensional figure and the name of triangle is here at the bottom. Okay, next one is this cube, which is again a three-dimensional figure and the name of the cube is given here. Okay, next one, this a circle. Circle is a two-dimensional figure and its name is given here. Okay, last one, second last is cuboid. Cuboid is three-dimensional and its name is given here. Okay, and the last one is a sphere. Sphere is three-dimensional and its name is given here. Okay, so that's how you will match the name of the shape with their shape type, that is which type, whether they are two-dimensional or three-dimensional, and then you join it to their name. Okay, so this is generally we are understanding what are the solid shape, what are the plane shapes. Okay, all the 2D shapes are called plane shape and all the 3D shapes are called solid shapes. Okay, moving ahead, next topic is views of 3D shapes. Okay, let's understand this now. So here we have certain diagrams. First one, you can see here we have this a diagram or an image of a hut. Okay, and this arrow are indicating their sides. So we have this front side on the other side and the top side. Okay, that means if we look at this hut from these three different angle, that is the front side, from one side and from the top. Okay, so these are called as view, that is this will be front view, side view and the top view. Okay, so now you have to use your imagination. That means if we look at this object, in this case which is a hut, so if you are looking at this hut from the front by standing here, so how will it appear to us? Okay, so by using that imagination you have to draw that image here. Okay, so this is the front view of this hut. Okay, you will see a door here, this wall here and then rooftop, okay, which is here. Similarly, if you stand on one side of this hut, now you have to imagine how this hut will going to appear to you, okay. So you will draw that under the heading this side view, okay. So we have this wall, there is a one window and this roof here, okay. And that from top, if you look at from this hut from the top, it will appear like this, okay. It is two trapezium, so this view is called as top view, okay. Similarly, we have for the other cases or the shapes, we have this glass. So if you look at this glass from the one side, it will appear like this, okay. If you look at this glass from any of the side around it, because it's circular in shape, so it will appear like this, okay. Next, if you look at this glass from the top, it will appear like this. So this will be its top view, okay. In similar way, now we have this a brick. Again, its three faces are given. We have the front view, side view and the top view. So now again, using your imagination, if you look at it from this front side, it will appear like just a rectangle, okay. And if you look from the side view, it will appear like again a rectangle but slightly with more length, okay. And from top side, you will see one rectangle and there's another rectangle inside of it, okay. So you will be given certain object, use your imagination to draw its different views, okay. So this is called the 3D view of the shapes, okay. Now in next is we are given the some boxes. Again, you have to look at this figure, use your imagination, and then you have to draw their different views, okay. So first one is here. If you look at this object from the front side, you will see only these faces. I'm writing them F, F and F, okay. That means if you draw its front view, you will be seeing these views F, F and F, okay. And if you look at this object from the side, it will appear like this. You will only be able to see only these two faces, okay. So this is its side view. We will be seeing only two boxes, okay. And similarly, if you look at from the top, you will see again two boxes. That is, this will be its top view, okay. Next figure is like this, slightly, which is looking like a, you can say Z, okay, or zigzag. So again, we have a three view, front view, side view and the top view. If you look at this object from the top, it will appear like this. You will be able to see four boxes, first, second, third and fourth. That means this one is its top view, okay. And if you look at from the front side, you will see this face and this one. So this one is its front face, okay. And if you look at from this side, you will see this face, this fan, also this face, okay. So you will be able to see three boxes, okay. That's its side view. In similar way, we have another figure in which we have to again write their different views. So from side, you will be able to see this side and the one here. So its side view will have two boxes, okay. If you look at it from the front, you will see these three boxes. So this is its front view. And from the top, you will be able to see these four boxes. So this one is its top view, okay. In similar way, you will be given some brain figure. You have to use your imagination to draw their different view, okay. Now based on this, we have exercise 10.1, okay. So let's move to the exercise 10.1. This exercise in total have only 4 questions, so we're going to do all of them here. So first question is, for each of the given solid, two views are given. Match thus each solid the corresponding top and the front view, okay. So we are given a certain object. Now we have to match their top view and the front view, okay. So we have to identify their top and the front view. First one is already matched. We have given a bottle, so this one is its side view and this one is the top view of the bottle, okay. Next one is a weight, which is of 5 kg. So looking at all the figure, this appear likes to be a cup, this water bottle or thermos or a flask. This is already a bottle and this is not looking like a weight. So only view that is similar to the weight is, that means if you look at this weight from the side, you'll be able to see these three faces, okay. So this one is a side view of the weight, so we'll join it with the arrow, okay. Now the top view of weight is clearly you can see it's written 5 kg here. So we'll join it to the bottom figure like this. Okay, so that's the top view of the weight. Next one is a flask. Now you can see it's a bottle connected with a strap. Okay, so clearly we can see the strap here. So this one will be its side view, and its top view will be again this circular in the center and then a strap connected to it. So its top view will be this second figure. Now next is a cup and a saucer. Clearly it's appear like a cup, so it will be its side view, and top view is again we have these three circle and there is a handle to hold the cup, so this will be its top view. Okay, now next and the last one is this container. Only left figure is the second in here, so this will be its side view and its top view will be the top one. Okay, so that's how you will identify the different views of the given object. Okay, in this question we are only asked to match the only two views, side view and the top view. Now moving ahead to the next question. Question number 2 is, for each of the given solid the three views are given. Identify each solid and corresponding top, front and the side view. So again we have to identify their top view, front view and the side view. Okay, and we will write their name in below this figure. Okay, so first one is an almirah. So if we look at from the mirror from the front side, it will appear like this mirror here, two doors and a handle. So this one is clearly its front view. Okay, then if we look at from the side, you will be able to see a rectangle with slightly longer height. Okay, so this one is side view, and the top view will be the last one. Okay, next is similar to this one. So this one is, as you can see, we can see here this shaded region, which is the side view of this matchbox. So right here side view. Next is this one. Again this part is looking similar to this one, so that means it's front view. And the last one is, we can see the fish here, so that fish is also here, so that means it's top view. Okay, next is a television set. So if we look at from the front, it will appear like this. Okay, this one is its side view, and next one is its top view. Okay, next is we have a car. Okay, so if we look at the car from here, the front side will appear like this. So this is its front view. Okay, and if we look at this car from the side, it will appear like this. So that means the second one is its side view. And if you are going to look at this car from the top, it will appear like this. So that means one is its top view. Okay, so that's the answer of the question number 2 of 10.1. Now moving to the next one. Now we are given again, for each given solid identify the top view, front view and the side view. Again we have to identify the three views, top, front and the side view out of this given figure. Okay, so this will be, if we see from the top, we'll be able to see these three boxes. That means this one is its top view. Okay, let's write here top view. Next, if you look at this box from the front side, you'll be able to see only these two faces. That means this next one is its front view. Okay, and if you are looking from this side, you will be able to see only these faces. So this one is its side view. Okay, and you will see that its front view and the side view are exactly similar, so you can write this one as side view or this one as front view also. Okay, next one is, again we are given a shape, we are given its three view, we have to identify their views. Okay, so if we look at it from this object from the top, you'll be able to see these four boxes. That means the figure containing four boxes is its top view. Okay, and also if we look at it from the front side, we'll be able to see this one and this one. That is three boxes, so this will be its front view, and the last and the remaining one is, if you look at it from the side, we'll see this one and these two boxes only. So the figure with two boxes is its side view. Okay, now moving ahead, next one is, again let's mark the views first. We have this front view. From the top we'll be seeing only these two faces, and from the side we'll see this 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so let's name the shape which is having the only two faces, that is TNT, is its top view. This one is having three boxes, so this one is its side view, and the last one is clearly its front view. Okay, next is, again we have a figure with four boxes. Let's mark their boxes. So from the front side we can see these four boxes. From this side view we can see only these two boxes, and from the top we'll be able to see three boxes. Okay, so this first one is its side view, second one is the front view, and the last one is its top view. Okay, moving to the next one. This will be a little bit tricky. Now listen, from the top side we'll be seeing this one and this one from the top side. Okay, from the side view we'll be having this one and these three boxes. Okay, and also from the front side we'll be seeing three boxes again, front and front. Okay, so now we have to identify their views. This one is appearing like its front view, two here and then a one at the bottom, so this will be its front view. Next is, if we look at this box from the top, it will appear like this, and the remaining one will be its side view. Okay, so that's the answer of the question number 3 of exercise 10.1. Now moving to the last question. So question number 4 is, draw the front view, side view, top view of the given object. So we are given few objects here. First one is a military tent, then a table, then a nut, then hexagonal block, a dice and a solid. Okay, so we have to draw their top, front and side view. So now again you are given different object and their views are marked, so you have to use your imagination to draw their views. Okay, like I've done it here. First one is a military tent. So if you look at it from the front side, it will appear like this, and from its side view it will appear like this, and from the top it will appear like this. Okay, to trapezium. Okay, similarly a table from the side view it will appear like this. Sorry, this one is front view, and from side it will appear like this, and from top only a trapezium shape. Okay, similarly for nut, from the front side you will be able to see these three faces which are here. From the side view also you will be able to see this one and one face that will be here. Okay, so that's one is a side face, and from the top you will see this hexagonal face. Okay, similarly we have this hexagonal block. From the front side we will see this simple hexagonal, from the side we will be seeing these three faces. Okay, and similarly from the top we will be seeing the other three faces. Okay, of this hexagonal block. Next one is a dice. So we have its view. The front view will be having 3 dots, side view having only 1 dot, and top views having only 2 dots. Okay, next one is similar to this one. We have this solid. Its front view is this side, so this one is front view. Side view is here, as one here and also one here, so its side view is this one, and last one is its top view. Okay, so that's how you have to use your imagination, and then you will draw the different views of the given object. Okay, I hope you've understood all the question. Now you have to practice this question. Okay, you have to draw all this figure in your notebook also, and only then you will be able to understand it better when you do it by your hand. Okay, so with this we have concluded the exercise 10.1. Okay, so that's all for now. Thanks for joining here, everyone. Thank you. So that's all for now. Thanks for joining here, everyone. Thank you.